All right, now take a look around. If you're feeling like your home needs an overhaul or even maybe just a pick-me-up, it can be as simple as putting a fresh coat of paint on it.
And if you want to feel like royalty when it's all done, you can call the Paint Kings. Eddie O'Hare is here to tell us some of the things you can have done. Welcome, Eddie.
Hi, how's it going this morning?
Oh, it's great. It's my first day. And you're here. You're
Mine
my first
too.
guest. It's so exciting. Well, you know, I just saw a little commercial this morning of the Paint Kings, and I want to talk about that. But before we do that, tell us a little bit about your company and what you do.
Well, the Paint Kings is founded in Tucson, Arizona since 1987, so we're coming up on 30 years here. We do residential and commercial painting. We also opened up a branch in Phoenix this last year in 2014, so we're now servicing both the Phoenix and the Tucson markets. And, you know, we love to paint.
Hence the Paint Kings.
Absolutely.
And so you do interior, exterior, 1 room, 10 rooms. What do you do?
We'll paint anything from a hotel to a doghouse. So
Wow.
if no matter how big or small, we can do it all for you, inside and outside.
Have you done a doghouse?
Yes, we have.
Okay, I was like, was that just to put me on, or have you really done that?
It's mine in my backyard where my wife makes me sleep when she's upset at me, so.
That is your actual doghouse.
Yes.
Now, this really appeals to me because I am one of those people that has tried to paint a room by myself thinking, it can't be that hard. I'm just going to pick a color and just go to town. And when I'm done, it's going to be perfect. Not the case. You know, I get splashes on the ceiling. I ruin my carpet. Now, talk about why it is so important to hire a licensed professional for such a job.
Well, the biggest reason to hire a licensed professional, other than the fact that we're good at what we do, is if you have an unlicensed contractor out at your house and they hurt themselves, they can sue you. So it's not worth losing your house over, over an accent wall or painting the outside of the house. So we have to, strict guidelines and stuff. But again, basically to be a licensed, contractor, we have insurance, workman's comp, and all that kind of stuff. So that if one of the guys do get hurt out on the job site, we're make sure that they're taken care of and they can get the proper medical stuff. And again, that shields you as the homeowner against any liability and stuff.
That's a great point.
But that's something I think I wouldn't have thought of.
Right.
I wouldn't have thought, well, what happens if someone comes to my home to do a service and they get hurt? I never would have thought about that.
Saving you a buck could cost you a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And so what is the first process? If I call you now and said, okay, I want something to be, done inside, outside, or whatever the case, do we tell you what paint or what color? How does that start?
We'd be happy to use whatever. Again, with the size of our company, we have tremendous purchasing power with a lot of the national brands and stuff. So, we always are very transparent about, what the costs are, because some people are really adamant that they want to go and get their own paint, and that's great. Or we can supply it and we can save you a lot of money going that route. But to get the process started, you can either email us at paintkings.com or you can give us a call at our office, and we'll have an estimator out there within 24 hours, and you'll have the bid that day upon us leaving.
Now, what if somebody isn't sure of the color they want to choose? Do you ever consult with them and let them know maybe what you think would be a good color in that room? Or?
Obviously, we see a lot of houses.
Yeah.
So, we are pretty in tune to the trends that are going on. I always joke around, we'll paint your house purple if you want. But yeah, our color consultants can help steer you in some directions. And ultimately, it's the customer's decision because they got to live there and we want to make them happy, obviously.
And is there maybe a time of the year that's better to paint? I mean, for the painters, I'm sure summer's not the time you want to be out doing it, but is paint-wise?
We're truly blessed in Southern Arizona that we can work year-round. Obviously, we watch the weather a lot for rain and stuff like that. But again, we're really blessed that we can work year-round.
That's excellent. Okay, we have to talk about this commercial. Tina and I just both watched this commercial this morning, The Paint Kings. Now, you're quite a dancer, Eddie.
Believe it or not, I was not formally trained.
Really?
I know, this is going to shock you.
Oh my gosh, because I was going to ask who your instructor was if I could get their number. Who came up with the idea for this?
Again, we're a family-owned and operated company, and this was something that we came up on the couch over Sunday dinner. And it's quirky and it's funny, and I always can joke around. People either want to punch me in the face or hire me to paint their house. So,
and you
either
can't
way.
argue that it is memorable. If anything, when you watch it, it sticks with you. Now, you were just saying on break, you made, what was the list that you made?
Well, Arizona Daily Star put a thing out, the 13 most iconic commercials in the Tucson history, and Paint Kings made the list. So
number 4, right?
Number 4. We've been only running it for about 8 months, and we're we've now made it.
You're at the list, top of the list that you've always wanted to be on.
Oh, absolutely,
It is.
absolutely.
And I'm telling you, that's what they say even about like huge, commercials for, that big game that everybody watches, that it's something that's catchy, something that will, be memorable. So people are going to remember you for the commercial, obviously, but then when you come and do the work, that's what they're really going to leave you with.
Absolutely. And again, I tell everybody, we're very proud of our company. And again, we don't hide it. You see, we got 40 trucks on the road. They're all marked and like that. Again, we're very proud to be, called Tucson our home. And the commercial is just a vehicle, to get our name out there and to, help service more people.
And hopefully people will remember that commercial. They'll remember that theme song next time they realize, their house could use a little sprucing up.
Paint Kings, we can paint for you. Inside, outside, old house or new.
I love it. Eddie, be happy that I asked you not to dance today because, I know I got to pay you big bucks to get you to dance out here.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for coming, though, today.
Thank you, Eddie.
And to learn more about Paint Kings and to schedule an appointment, you can call 322-5181 or log on to paintkings.com.